Hello, hello, hello. Um, I'm going to do some readings today. So, for pile one, this is your pile, and for pile two, this is your pile. So, if you feel a little bit like this today, that's pile one, and if you feel a little bit like this, that's pile two. So, now we've got that sorted. Please select your pile. Let's get on with the reading. Okay, today I will be doing a reading with the Pulp Tarot, published by the Unemployed Philosophers Guild. And for pile two, I will be using the Horror Tarot, published by the same publishing house. So you can buy these decks online off their website. Okay, so for pile one, we have the Six of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. Oh, this is feeling like deja vu. I'm getting a very strong sense of deja vu. So what I'm getting is, yeah, someone who presents well, someone who presents as very generous. The Two of Cups came out, so this may be referring to a relationship dynamic. What I'm hearing is love bombing. So I would be very careful with how you interpret someone's generosity at this time because things may not be what it seems. Someone might be trying to get something out of you. It may not be a manipulative thing. It may not be, um, I don't want to put any ideas in your head. Don't think necessarily narcissism or anything abusive, anything like that. But there may be an unspoken agreement that by accepting this gift, that you are accepting other unwritten conditions. So perhaps you have a friendship that has the potential to step up to the next level. And perhaps you're not interested in that, but the other person is. And by accepting what they are offering, perhaps you are giving them the wrong idea. Perhaps they are thinking that you are accepting the Two of Cups and not seeing it as just um, from the kindness of their heart, let's say. Is there any other messages that you would like to deliver, Spirit? So at this time, I'm thinking of keeping things rather informal. I'm trying to get in the habit of doing more readings. Perhaps I'll do shorter readings more often rather than having to. I'm very stretched for time. So, okay, so for pile one, is there any other messages that you have for this particular dynamic? I'm getting very strongly that this is, yeah, a love relationship that this other person is perhaps interested in. Perhaps this is you. Perhaps there are aspects of your personality where you are expecting something more than what you are putting forward. But for most of you, I'm getting that this is actually describing the other person being the Queen of Pentacles and participating in a lot of love bombing, gift giving, wanting to appear very generous, perhaps putting on a very bright and shiny facade, maybe acting as if that they have more wealth than they do in order to woo you. But this is not a truthful representation, and I don't feel that you will appreciate what you are signing yourself up for in the future. And you want to be, I heard the word ensnared and intertwined. So perhaps um, the thing that I am noticing in the Two of Cups, there's that symbol of medicine with the serpent, two serpents around the scepter and the wings. I don't think you can see it, but there's a symbol of medicine in the background. A lot of healing energy with the Two of Cups, generally speaking. So maybe they think that you are the one to heal them, to fix them. Or maybe you have recognized problems in their personality or red flags, perhaps, that indicate not all is well or not all is what it seems. And perhaps you're turning a blind eye to that because of the Six of Pentacles. They're very kind and generous, but be careful not to mistake kind for nice. And there's also the Queen of Cups here. So the thing that I heard is that you are the Queen of Cups in this dynamic. There's the Queen of Pentacles. It can be a masculine, the Queen of Pentacles, but it means that the person takes on a more feminine, attracting energy. So, again, I'm getting the image of someone who wants to lure you in, like fishing. And you are to them the Queen of Cups. I kind of feel like they're holding you up on this pedestal. And I forgot to mention earlier, because this is pile one, is there may be cultural differences between you. So in my culture, thumbs up can be polite, but in other cultures, it's quite potentially insulting. It can mean like up yours kind of thing. So what I'm being told is you need to be very much clearer in your communication than you are presently, because at presently, um, if you continue allowing things to unfold as they are, and I hear that this is quite flattering to you, perhaps you're not used to being treated like this, so therefore you're just kind of accepting it, and it's like kind of their fault for they haven't told you what they wanted, but deep down intuitively you know what they actually want. And so by accepting their generous offers and their kindness and their gifts, you're choosing to ignore the strings attached, and there are strings attached. Pile one. So um, yes. And I also want to know, point out um, that the hand that is receiving may seem a bit sickly. It's a bit pasty, a bit pale, whereas this hand is quite plump and healthy, presumably from an affluent person. So perhaps you're allowing the finances of the other person to put rose colored glasses on you. Perhaps you've got rose colored glasses on and you're seeing a higher potential than what there actually is. Or at least you're being open to the possibility, but there are other factors that are influencing the decision. Like I said, there may be financial difficulties, health difficulties. Sorry, there's a fly around here. I'm monitoring spirit. Okay, so that's what I'm getting. You could have health problems and you just don't have the energy to be annoying any more people, is what I hear. You have enough on your plate. Um, and what I heard was when looking at her, she's sitting on the couch, presumably watching television. I heard, "What's the tea?" So you may actually have a lot of social pressure on you right now to put up with this particular situation, possibly from a friendship group. I know that when money is involved, it can affect other people's integrity and what they believe and think, and may even pressure you to pursue relationships or connections or business partnerships that you may not feel comfortable with. They may not sit with you quite well. Is there anything else? I feel like this is pretty much it. You will know if this is your message. If it is your message, please provide confirmation below. All of your feedback is appreciated. If there are any topics that you would like me to cover, please do let me know. So again, this is the Pulp Tarot, published by the Unemployed Philosophers Guild. So, okay, back to the reading. So we have the Four of Wands and the Knight of Cups. So what I feel like with the Four of Wands is always about parties and celebrations. And from this Knight of Cups, I'm getting I'm hearing Casanova vibe, real romantic, sweeping off your feet. So the way that they might be showing you a good time is showing you the sights. What I also heard though is there may be, I heard something about body count. So I don't know if you need to be careful about their body count or their prior relationships, perhaps the health status of their prior relationships, if you get what I'm saying. Perhaps you shouldn't engage in particular activities where you would have to get yourself checked out. I don't want to put fear and alarm into you. You will know if this makes sense. You will know if this person is a Casanova energy. You will know if, with their wealth and their generosity, that they have a lot of romantic partners or have had a lot of opportunities for romance in the past and wooing other people. Perhaps you're not the only one that they have made feel like the Queen of Cups, is all I'm saying. So, group one, that was your reading. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope to do more short form readings like this. Thank you. Hello, group two. If you picked this, this is your reading. So, if you picked group two, perhaps you're in a kind of F around and find out mood this week, and you might be just pushed to your limit a little bit. Maybe you're a bit exhausted and you've been playing nice and you're like, no more, I am done, I have had enough. Why don't you push me and F around and find out? So you may be changing your behavior a little bit up this week. Perhaps you should avoid social situations to avoid burning any bridges. If that resonates with you, give me a heart. Okay, so I'm getting confirmation for that. I'm getting the Hanged Man. So Hanged Man, kind of like the Hermit, is a card of isolation, and seeing from an alternative perspective, people being social, that's not, people aren't your friend right now is what I hear. And I'm getting the reverse suit of pentacles, the reverse queen of pentacles, the reverse queen of pentacles. That was in the last reading, except it was with the pulp tarot. This is with the horror tarot, so that's interesting. So noticing that she is wearing a bat mask. So um, okay, I don't, this is not going to apply for most people, but perhaps you've done some kind of night work in the past. I'm not going to say what that night work is. Maybe you're a bartender. Um, but that's what I'm getting. I'm getting not, bats being a nocturnal animal. However, I am noticing that she's wearing the bat as a disguise on her face. And what is covered is, the only thing that is showing is her rougey red lips, and she is lifting her arms with her chest area exposed. So I would say that is perhaps for somebody how they made their money in the past. I'm not saying that um, I'm not saying that you use that exclusively as in some professions, but perhaps looks were a very integral part of how you made your money, or um, you were involved in that industry where looks are everything, like a model. Maybe you were involved in cosmetology, the beauty industry. Maybe you have done some kind of acting work, performative art, that kind of thing. But that's not going to apply to everyone. But I am noticing a lot of exposed bodies, and this is art, so there's no need for censorship. YouTube, I mean, you do have naked yoga on here, and that is left alone, but you are flagging people with like art, even like the Rider Waite, which is like art that's hundreds of years old and relatively tame. So off that tangent, so we have Ten of Pentacles, and we also have the Seven of Pentacles. So what I'm feeling is I'm noticing with the Seven of Pentacles, when you are ascending, when you are finding your purpose and you are ascending and entering your era of abundance, there are going to be a whole bunch of hands out. People looking to win your favor is what I hear. Wanting something out of you. Oh, remember that time I gave you a lift? Something that they claimed at the time was out of the kindness of their hearts, but now that you are in a more advantageous position, perhaps you have a nicer car, perhaps they want a lift now, even though they have a car. So I don't know how to say that any more politely. Take what resonates. Oh, Two of Cups. That's interesting. So if you were tossing up between pile one and pile two because you're like, it kind of feels both like me right now, that may be your confirmation to do so, particularly because both the Queen of Pentacles and the Two of Cups came up. Is there anything else? Okay, so no, that's the only shared cards at the time, at this time. Um, there is the reverse Ace of Pentacles that was in reverse. So that kind of does remind me of the Six of Pentacles in the last deck, but it is the Ace of Pentacles. So in reverse, I kind of feel like um, when people are taking opportunities, symbolically, that's like a hand up. But I feel like it says at the bottom, manifesting your material goals. So I kind of feel like someone's bringing you down. And it doesn't even have to be in like a capacity of they're dragging you down because they're using you or they're freeloading or anything like that. It doesn't have to be that significant. It could just be that you're in a situation right now. Okay, I noticed there is also the Page of Cups, and that was in reverse. So, Page of Cups is a hopeless romantic, an idealist. So, in reverse, I kind of feel like this is the pile of people who are in relationships historically have been a little bit naive, and I don't mean that you are a silly person. I don't mean that you um, I don't know how to say that politely, but very gentle and kind and understanding, perhaps when um, no understanding should have been given and you were taken advantage of. And that's what I'm really getting from the reverse Ace of Pentacles, that you were happy with whatever you were just kind of offered, even if that hand that was offered to you was to pull you down. Um, you extended your hand in friendship, and perhaps um, you didn't always get that kindness in return. And um, I'm getting the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Pick a fate, any fate. So yeah, the energy is you just take whatever is given to you, and you've been raised that way. Pile two. What I'm getting strongly is caretakers will very much get what you were given and be grateful, even if that what you were given wasn't a hug or I love you, even if it was a smack. You needed to be grateful for whatever you were given. And with the Tower, I feel like perhaps this week, um, whatever has happened, and it's probably something minor in the great scheme of things, but it's reactivated those wounds. It's really given you this Tower moment of seeing that you haven't reached you haven't made the spiritual progress that you think that you have, or perhaps that you have made a lot of progress, but um, something happened this week where it's made you realize pile or group two, that there's more work to be done, and that in order for you to reach your 10 of pentacles, not everybody is coming along with you. Not everyone is coming along. Sorry, someone's riding a bike or something. Yeah, so anyway, as I was saying, not everyone will be coming along for the ride. So at this time with the Seven of Pentacles, it may be very tempting for you to um, to because you don't know what is coming and you do not understand who is supposed to be in your life right now and who isn't. Um, there is this call for careful reflection, because this new chapter in your life, which you have not started yet because you have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, you have not started yet, but not everybody will be coming with you. You have a whole bunch of people who would like to be, I heard, on that stage with you. So some of you may be performers of some kind or involved in the arts. Um, or that, yeah, something of that kind. That doesn't have to be like your profession. It could just be a hobby or something that you are interested in, the performing arts. So I heard not everyone will be allowed on stage with you. And yeah, the tower. It says they were young, healthy, wealthy, beautiful, free, and in love until tonight. So I'm really, I'm getting the I'm getting there is a bit of denial about your circumstances. You know, judging from the Page of Cups in reverse, that perhaps you're a little bit naive about circumstances going on in the background. And if you knew what you were getting was not the Ace of Pentacles, but the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, maybe you would not put up with half of what you've been putting up with. So, yeah, pile two. If you pick this pile, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you like it, tell me how it resonated with you in the comments. And yeah, have a good day.